Hello, do you know your business is just like a baby? Do you have a baby? Now, if you got one, or you probably know someone who has a baby, you will understand that it's not an easy task to raise a baby. Now, look at that baby as your business. Take, for instance, that your business is like that baby or the baby you nurturing, you raising. It's quite a lot of work to raise a baby. You will nurture the baby almost all through a major part of the developmental stages, and all of these stages needs your keen attention to nurture it, make sure it feels well, and watch out for it. And guess what? Just as the baby will be trusting on you to make the best decision in their favor, the baby can't do anything on their own, and they just trust you enough to take care of them, nurture them the best way, watch out for them until they are strong enough to take care of themselves. And guess what? The reverse become the case when you grow old and they have come of age. They in turn take care of you. Now, your business is like that. If it's not already like that, you should start treating your business that way. It's supposed to be like that. Nurture your business. Treat it like a baby. Nurture it, care for it, feed it, take care of it, and watch it grow gradually all through the developmental stages. That means you are going to water it, you're going to nurture it, you're going to give it a lot of nutrients. Now, if you make any mistake in any of these areas, it can cost you all of your business. So, you don't start by giving birth to an adult. No, 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 no. It's even wouldn't happen. If it happens, it should scare you, right? So you don't give birth to a business and boom, it starts producing a lot of money and giving you a lot in cash and taking care of you just the way you want it. No, it doesn't happen. If babies don't come that way, then your business can't grow in just a day. You can't expect to give birth to a business that is already grown and making a lot of money. No, it has to develop gradually. And as it develops, guess what? Progress happens. You learn through all this development, and a lot of things, change gradually. And these changes are what bring about the development, just like in babies. If there are no changes, development would take place. It is the accumulation of the different stage of the different changes that occur that result in development, and this development brings about progress. The same thing for your business. As you nurture and grow it, it changes gradually. These changes might not occur, of course, in one day, just like in human or babies. It takes time, and one after the other, it happens. So as it goes and as it develops, the developmental stages, continue. So also the progress happens gradually and gradually and gradually. While these changes are taking place, while the developmental process is on, we have to really, really be patient and be up and doing. Remember, just like the metaphor of the baby we're talking about, when a baby is still developing, you need to be patient with them. There are times we will just feel, oh, this sucks. You are tired. You don't know what to do. You feel like just giving up and then let everything just go to rest so you too can rest and relax. I understand. We all have been there before. We have felt the pain before, and we know what it means to grow a business. We know what it means to even own a business that is already thriving. You still have to give it your best. It can suck. It can be tiring. It can be very, very frustrating. But guess what? It's not always going to be like that. Babies aren't going to be babies forever. No, they grow up. They grow up to a point when we can now discuss, when we can now rub minds, when we can now send them on errands, and when they can even get job and take care of us. Even when they don't, at least they make some contribution. They take some on baggage burden off our back. Now your business will get to that point when it will take care of you. That is, if you have taken care of it all through the developmental stages and it is now strong enough to take care of you. At this point, if you eat from the business, it won't affect the business because the business makes much more than what you take from it. It is strong enough to absorb whatever you put on it. And because it has taken time to grow and develop, so all of the foundation is well laid. All of this things that would have naturally affected it have been taken care of, and they are now immune to whatever that may kill it, whatever that may affect it. This is how we should treat our business and not the other way around. Take care of the business first, and then the business in turn takes care of you. And do not expect it to generate the millions the moment you start. It can take a while. And if you find a business like that, maybe it's only a matter of time before it crumbles. But if you want a business that lasts long enough, or that will outlive you, then it takes a lot of time to build, and we must be willing to follow through the process of growth, developmental changes, and then see it to the end. Like babies, we must nurture our businesses. We must give it all it takes to help it grow and become strong. But make sure that you do not choke it. Do not choke your business for whatever reason. How do we choke our business? One, you allow the business to start, taking care of things when it is not ready. You take from the business when the business is not ready to give, when the business does not even have enough to fend for itself, when the business is not even healthy enough to take care of any other thing apart from itself. So you don't choke it. You do not force it to do things beyond its carrying capacity. So you want to be patient. Give it some time, maybe some years or months as the case may be, for it to grow. Now, if you are going to nurture a baby, you know that it takes some time for babies to grow. And all through that time the baby is growing, you have to be very, very patient with the baby. Of course, they're going to do things that you won't like. They are going to offend you, but it's not going to be all the time. There are also going to be some time when they make you happy. And when they do, you don't demand, because Practically, they can't give you anything except the fact that you see them doing well, they're growing healthy, strong, and fast, and you are happy when you see that happen. With the hope that if it continues and you also continue to nurture them, one day they will also do things that will make you happy. That is when they are big and strong enough to give back to you or take care of you in return. Hey, just as children don't stay small or young or stay babies forever, your business won't stay small forever. It will eventually grow and reach its peak or reach a teenage point when it can at least help out with some things. But until then, like I warned you, don't choke it. Don't do anything that will affect its growth. Now, many of us, while growing, especially when it has a rapid growth and you see it growing fast, just like baby too, can grow very, very fast and then show signs of these developmental changes, and you might think that this baby is ready for the next stage of their life. It takes keen observation, it takes understanding to know that this is the time to move to the next stage. How does it affect our business? Yes, a lot of us may experience this, and then we will think to ourselves, it is time to start to spread. It is time to start to, move the business to other places, and you become overwhelmed and concentrate too much on spreading that you forget to nurture it, or you no longer have time to nurture it, and the business stops growing, though you are everywhere, but you're not growing, and in the end, it dies or it becomes infected or troubled by some things, and that ends the business. So you need to be patient, grow it, and be sure that it is strong enough to move to the next stage or do whatever you wish to see it do. We will also have to prepare ourselves, in all ways to deal with the troubles that come with growing a business or starting a business. This is one thing we must take care of even from the onset of the business. You must understand that there are going to be challenges. You must understand that there are days that you will not meet expectation. You must understand that there are days that you will experience disappointment. There are days that, of course, you're going to be happy, extremely happy. There are days that you are going to struggle. All of these must be well understood even before you set out. Just like babies, you have to be emotionally, physically, and psychologically ready for them before you have them. Else, they're going to wear you out, you become frustrated, and you are likely going to miss it if you're not ready for them. Same thing with your business. You have to be physically ready, because there are times, whether it is a physical or an online business, it can be very demanding in terms of energy. There are times you will need to motivate yourself. There will be no one around to motivate you. You have to be able to do that for yourself to get going and keep showing up every damn day. Whether you're making money yet or not, you just have to keep showing up every now and then. And every day you show up stronger than the previous day, stronger than the previous day, the same net energy, or you increase your energy level and keep pushing, soaring, and feeding it until you see what you want to see. So physically you have to be there and be ready for it. Emotionally you have to be ready. There are things that won't go down well. Even when they do, you also have to be able to manage achievement, manage success, else you will overdo things and crumble the business. So good or bad emotion, you must be able to manage it well. Understand your emotion, understand how well to manage them, and understand how you emulate, how you relate with the business and even partners and customers and clients and even workers. All of this must be well managed, and this has a lot to do with our emotion. And psychologically we must be ready. It can be mentally stressful, frustrating, and very, very daunting. Now, when business sucks, will you quit or keep moving? No one should deceive you. There are days when it will suck. It can't be sweet, 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 sweet all the way. But if you're lucky to have it that way, do not think to yourself for once that it's going to continue like that. Even if there are no likelihood that things are going to turn the other way around, the fact that you put that into consideration will help you plan against the unknown, against what can happen, so that when they eventually happen, they won't take you by surprise. You're ready for them, prepare, and you're well, ready to absorb the shock it may bring. And if it never happens, good for you. You're always going to be on top of the game because you're always ready for any eventuality. I hope this makes sense, and if you have gained anything from this so far, kindly share this video, like the video, and if you're not yet subscribed to this channel, please do so now so you do not miss any of my future videos, as this happens every Sunday. Do not miss out. All you need to do is click that subscribe button, and it costs nothing. It's at no cost to you. Why do you have to subscribe? Because we want you to be the first person to know every time we upload a new content or video. That's how much we want you to grow. That's how much we love you, and we want to keep in touch with you every now and then. See you in my next video.